Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. We are just getting started. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Gently done.
Van Basten really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Aimed beyond the defence. That is ended up in no man's land. Played out wide. Messi. And he's been shifted off it. Dani Olmo. Now, can they get him away? That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Tries a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Raul. And it's Olmo. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Vieri. Who played through for the wide man. Rijkaard. Rijkaard! He's got away with one there. Barcelona are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And there's green grass ahead of him. Van Basten chasing after it. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that was nowhere near his best. Dani Olmo, nicely aimed pass. Caceres. That's an imaginative pass. Dink through. No luck with that dink over the top. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. And here's Vieri. Vieri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cannavaro. Pedri. And it's Messi. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Caceres. And it's Cannavaro. And here's Schneider. Howson does really well to win the ball there. And here's Van Basten. Schneider. Looking for options for movement. Schneider was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And he's managed to get free. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Raul. Dani Olmo. Here's Caceres. Rijkaard. And here's Vieri. Played with speed from back to front. McAllister. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Played out towards the right wing. Messi gets into a good position. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Vieri. Threads one in. Pepe cuts out the pass. And it's half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
En el marcador se puede ver información sobre los autobuses que nuestra ciudad pone a disposición de los espectadores para sus desplazamientos hacia y desde el estadio. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9 será
So we're off again.
por el dorsal 11.
0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Oh, important interception. Rijkaard. And it's Caceres. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Barcelona have a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team.
Messi! Decent hit from there.
Or for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
Dani Olmo is flagged offside. The pass has gone astray. Cannavaro. Dani Olmo. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Flamengo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Howson carries the ball down the right. And this is Vieri. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Knocks it into space. Quality ball. Cannavaro. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Well, we expected better, and so did he. He's beaten the last man. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical.
Messi! It's anyone's ball now. Pedri. Dani Olmo powering forward here. And this is Vieri. He's in, must be! Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
El dorsal
He
22.
could tee it up for someone else, but some...
Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! Wow! A finish right from the top draw. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Flamengo have taken the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. Ronaldinho, he's through on goal here. Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger. This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And it's Cáceres. That's going across goal. Rijkaard. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game.
Chance! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores, este sitio dispone de un circuito cerrado de televisión.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Things already rolling. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple about his game. The run he makes, his ability to draw the ball towards him inside the box, his approach will remain the same. After all, he only needs to get it right once.
And here's Inzaghi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Count. Messi. De Jong. Kukçu. Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that has left him in a heap. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kukçu.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Both sides exercising caution for now. Barcelona could counter here.
Such good technique.
Snyder. Juve. And it's Inzaghi. And the counter is on. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Messi. Snyder.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
Inzaghi! Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, strongly challenged there. Castolo, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. And here's Inzaghi. Inzaghi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He has a look up. He takes a shot! Oh, good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Corinthians are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Drills one in.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And this is Inzaghi. Oh, just can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And now he has two. Corinthians find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now that's well seen too. Cannavaro. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And no, he's seen through all of that.
Diouf really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's got a... It's Van Basten! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Barcelona are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Van Basten! It's a goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Great vision. And this is Inzaghi. Rijkaard.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And here's Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! Oh, that could be pivotal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is
And that is the end of the first half. Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're underway for the second half. Barcelona not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing. Now it's Inzaghi. He's played it back. Diouf. He's shifting through the gears here. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And it's hoisted clear. Back when it goes. Can he finish? And here's Inzaghi. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And here's Neymar. Now that looks a big chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Jong producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Chiellini does well to get it back. Kukçu. Kaut, an individual who's prepared to shoot any time, any place. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Tries to pass it through. And this is Neymar. Barcelona can breathe again. Just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
It's a searching pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, that's nice. Albert Ferrer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Has a look and plays it forward. That's good running with the ball. And he shoots! And that's off target.
Barcelona are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que respeten en todo momento las normas de seguridad que pueden ver en el marcador.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So it's away we go then.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
Can he latch on to this? Oh, that's nice. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Van Basten. That's good play. He's Van Basten! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Cross needs to be good. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Couldn't squeeze it through. Carvajal. Oh, that's well spotted. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he's let fly! Now, who's going to be first to... Oh, he's been caught napping! Deflected behind for a corner kick. Corner number 2 then. Schneider is there, and he can get that clear. Quarter of an hour played. Serginho promptly onto that, and that is that. Marquinhos. So it is still 0-0. Puskás conjures time and space where few can. And it's Lopez. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Driving forward. He's having a hit! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Tries to play it through. Oh, important interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And this is Puskás. Pepe has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Schneider. Zola. Puskás. Rijkaard. Schneider. Puskás. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lopez. Looking for options for movement. He leaps for it! Goal! Barcelona! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Carvajal is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's Pelé.
Pelé really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Schneider in acres of space out wide.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Great chance! Zola, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread to the right. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Carvajal got a long way forward to join the attack. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. The muscular approach does pay off here. Van Basten. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Castolo going about, takes the shot!
Fermin really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Suarez. He's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And he's going to have his name taken.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Schneider. This looks promising. Now that's well seen too. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
So what can they make of this?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Nice control. That has not gone well. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this. Takes a shot! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Marquinhos. Fermin making good progress on the right-hand side. Rijkaard. Serginho picks it up out wide. He's rising! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Nice looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. That'll be a throw-in. Pepe. And it's Serginho. He's found a way past. Schneider. And that has left him in a heap. Xabi Alonso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party... Oh, Pelé! It's Pelé! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible...